Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. The 21st of August. This is your morning setups. So today is options expiration for the month of August. These days can be a little bit messy. A lot of chop, a lot of whip. They're moving things out. Option flow can be very hard to read as they're rolling things out. And they move things around and quickly go away. The action tends to clean up a little bit in the afternoon. Expect a very low volume day, guys. Why? Because it's a Friday in the end of dog days of summer in the market. Don't expect a lot of volume here. You can see here we're kind of drifting down. No big deal. From an economics perspective today, home sales at 10, rig count, that's it. No Fed speak is scheduled. We have the Jackson Hole Symposium virtually next week. All right, so let's see, where are we at today? On the ES. All right, we broke yesterday, we came back up, and here we are drifting down, and really we're just kind of just moving around in this range. And you can see while we've been making new highs, we're basically just going sideways. The 8 days flattened out, the 21 days slowing down, and we're just kind of going sideways here in the later stages of August with no real power. Individual names have power. The indexes don't. NQ did make a new all-time high yesterday. Tonight it went up to a new all-time high as well before coming down. Crude losing the 200-day again, no power. Again, nothing going on here. Bonds up a little bit, not much, not doing much of anything. Gold came down, can't hold the bounce. We'll see. It's creating a downtrend now. So when you look at gold, you can come in here and say, okay, I have a little downtrend that's setting up in here. VIX yesterday popped up above the downtrend, came down to it, closed on it. Today we're up a little bit off of it. We'll see what this does. And the HYG gave a nice candle yesterday holding in here. So, my concerns here are a little bit alleviated there with this working like that. So where's this leave us with today in sentiment? Sentiment doesn't really change, guys. Bottom line is the put the call is stuck in this FOMO zone. No change there. The oscillators are selling a little bit. We have slightly oversold reading on the New York Stock Exchange here at negative 106. We don't really think about big great signal till we get to negative 200. The NASDAQ is at negative 88, almost there as well. This is despite yesterday's up day in the markets, right? Breath continues to come down, and that's just concern. If breath keeps coming, market generally will follow breath. So you can see this move down here in breath. We lost the 10 EMA here on the New York Stock Exchange, and we'll see how far that wants to come down. And the NASDAQ also coming down here and flattening out. So we see this kind of moves down here where we're starting to lose breath. Breath is starting to go negative, and we've seen that with them playing with very, very specific names for the last couple of days. So that's something we're really going to have to keep our eyes on here, as the SPY right now is trading right around 337.46. Kind of feels like we've been talking about these levels all week. And you can see right now the 339.08, which was the all-time high, has really become a little battleground for it. It's touched it and gone above it twice now. Yesterday got right to it. You can see these candles right here. And again, what I talked to you guys about was this. If you look at these fib levels and how good they've been, right? From the first one to this one, nice move there, pushed to the second one, came back and retested the first one, pushed through again to the next one, danced on it now for a long time, pushed up to the next one, came back, retested, pushed up, retested, pushed through, right? Pushed to the next one, a little bit oversold, came back, didn't quite retest one, but then banged ahead against it then for a period of 2 months before we turned around and took it in a very slow, monotonous grind up to the 100% retracement on the SPY. So all I'm saying here is that, today's a day to see where we want to go. Take out the 339.61, we could push higher. The 8-day was support. We opened above it, below it yesterday, retook it. That's a good sign. The 8-day is sitting in here roughly at 336.73, and your 21-day is 331.89. That's your major support line. That's where you want to hold right now in this market. Right. What we do like seeing now is that the 21-day is starting to catch up to the 8-day a little bit in the action. When they get a little bit separated, they tend to get a little worried. We are getting a little bit elevated now off the 200-day all the way down here at 306. Now the 200-day is moving up, right? So that's the good news. But when the 200-day when you get a little bit, far above the 200-day, you tend to get into some problems, and we're getting to that same area again. So just keep an eye on it, see what we want to do here. Maybe just a little bit of a dip here in the markets, nothing special, just something to refresh the setups could be in the works at some point. So for today, guys, I really don't know. Tesla is up big here, 25.55. If it goes, see how it opens. If it opens up around this 2,000 level and holds, I would look for a bounce and maybe a move to 2,100 today if it wants to pop. Splits on 831. Apple hit an all-time high yesterday. It splits on 831. Feels like they want this 480 level, maybe even 500 on this thing before it splits. They're trying to push it up. Nice move yesterday. A little aggravated with my little loss on that one still, but we'll see. But these two are acting good. Facebook yesterday closed above the range. See if it can get some continuation today. If it can't, it has to take out 270. Takes out 270, then I think it can try to push higher. We'll watch Facebook. Microsoft also on that list with another report over 250, and I think it goes back to this 217.64 and tries those highs. We seem to be seeing this in a lot of names. The FANG name specifically acting well. Google, I think, is still trying to get to that 1600 mark, just taking its sweet time after a couple of days here, but waking up. Same thing with Amazon. Looks like it wants that all-time high, not far off of it here, 44 bucks. That could do that today easily. So watch these names to see if they want to play today, what they want to do. Other areas to watch, Square also moving in on that all-time high, just missed it yesterday by about 30 cents, so we'll see if that one wants to push. NVIDIA's report was solid, held in well. Bunch of upgrades yesterday, held the 8 day. As long as it holds the 8 day, it stays in play, and that's exactly where it held yesterday. That's a place to watch it. AMD up off of that good report. Why? Because these are the leaders. AMD and NVIDIA in the semi space, these are the leaders right now. These are the ones you want to be watching and focusing on. Qualcomm, another one that is acting very well, just drifting back here. Outside of that, Wynn is up this morning. Nothing special going on there. LVS as well. The casinos are all up. Not sure why, so we'll keep an eye on them to see if they come after him this morning. Maybe they come after him for something. Zoom hit an all-time high yesterday. Watch for a move to maybe 300 on this one if it wants to pop one more time before earnings next week. Zscaler with a couple more upgrades this morning. This one hit another all-time high yesterday. Again, strong name. And Foot Locker had earnings this morning. They were really good. They reinitiated their dividend. We'll see if they can move off this. Watch this one over the 29 area. This thing gets over 29 on the open. This one can move. But again, it's a Friday. It's options expiration. So with that said, lower your expectations today. Could be choppy day in the market. It's Friday and the dog days of summer. We have one Friday left for the month. That's next week. And then we move on to September. So everybody have a great day trading. I'll be live with you at 9. I'll catch you then.